So Josh.
Aaron.
So Josh.
Sojiro.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I would spend it on various items.
You wouldn't donate any of it to charity?
I mean, realistically.
Well, that's not what we're doing today because fuck the poor people. Today we are going to be spending $1 million on ourselves because we earned it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, they don't know that. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, lists. Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. Rule number one.
Rule number 1. Shut up. I am talking. Rule number 2. You can't donate to charity.
Rule number 1 is stupid.
I like rule number 1.
I'm not following it.
I really like rule number 1.
Screw you. I'm not following it.
Rule number 3, you can't buy things for other people. Number 4, can't invest into anything. And number 5, you are not allowed to save because we are irresponsible millionaires who do not care about anybody but ourselves.
In this non-hypothetical situation, because this really is happening right now, this really did happen. We got one lotto ticket. We bought it together. We both only had 50 cents, and we were like, let's buy this dollar scratch off. And it was $2 million winner, so we both have $1 million. So we're spending it, and we're telling you what we're spending it on.
Get on that grind set. Buy a lottery ticket.
Don't buy a lottery ticket.
The first thing that I would do if I had $1 million is simple. Okay, I'm a simple man. I want simple things. That is why I'll buy a house for $250,000. And with that house, for $21,000, 15 acres of land.
Okay, that's a good. I didn't even think about land.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, 15 acres. Like, yeah, that's all I need.
That's a lot, actually. What are you gonna put on that?
A lot of chickens.
So I'm gonna start off just as boring as you. I put $300,000 for a house, and I want a pool and a basement. It has to be a basement.
So the next thing that I would purchase with my millions of dollars would be an at-home gym to go with my new home for $25,000.
25 grand on a gym.
Yep.
That's a pretty good gym.
Yeah, I won't ever have to go to the gym again.
I wouldn't either. I'd just have to go to your house. The next one on my list is kind of this is something that I would literally only buy if I had money to blow like this. It is none other than a black Lotus. If you're unfamiliar, it is a magic card. I wrote down 150,000.
Mm-hmm. What?
But I can't get it for that cheap.
What? A magic card?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
150,000 is the market value, but they only sell at auction, and the last one sold at auction for, I think, close to $500,000. But, I would only get it just to frame it and have it just say, hey, I'm flex.
My next item. Again, I'm a simple man.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. I just want a reliable, decent car. And what better car to use than the one I got my license with? I just want a brand new Chevy Impala for $32,000.
You're welcome.
It's a nice car.
It is a nice car, even though I broke the crap out of it. Still works great. Still gets me from A to B, no problem, even though it's totaled. On the topic of cars, I'll go ahead and list one of the cars I have on here.
One of them?
I just put Lambo. I put a price point of $370,000 because I would search around. I would use that as my budget. Search around, and I would like to get a Lamborghini Aventador. I've always loved that car since I played Midnight Club, whatever one it was. Yeah, it's my favorite Lamborghini, and I just like it a lot. I think it's really cool.
Well, I'll take your Lambo, and I will go down a couple $100,000, but I would purchase a grand piano for $100,000 because the sound of an actual grand piano is much better than my little fucking keyboard back there. And there's nothing like playing on an actual piano, a real piano, not a keyboard.
Yeah, you feel the resistance of the strings. Next thing I would get is a pool table for my nice house. I was thinking of things to put in my nice house. Nice pool table. I put one down for $19,000. I will put a picture of the one that I customized on the internet.
Ooh, that does look really nice.
Customized that the blue felt on top. I like that. That's a $19,000 pool table right there.
The next thing I would purchase with my $1 million I almost said millions, million, would be 2,000 hours of art lessons for $100,000.
$100,000?
That's over the course of, but you got to remember, it's 2,000 hours. And so, you know, that's over the course of 2,000 hours. Because imagine what you could learn, you know, with even 1,000 hours with a master.
It's a master.
So 2,000? Fuck yeah. And to go with the 2,000 hours of art lessons, I also want 1,000 hours of piano lessons for 60,000, 1,000 hours of guitar lessons for another 60,000, and 1,000 hours of singing lessons for 75,000. And this is all higher end from what I found on Google.
I would hope so for that kind of price point.
But imagine how good I would be at shit. I could actually be qualified as an artist.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of lessons, I will say, but worth it. But I have this written down: $470, 170 of it for the full box set of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Steel Ball Run.
I knew you would.
Manga.
I knew there was gonna be JoJo something.
But it is only in Japanese right now.
I see where this is going.
The other 300 would be allocated to a lifetime subscription to Rosetta Stone Japanese. It would be cool also to speak Japanese, but also just to be able to read it so I could read that manga. Yeah, that's that.
Well, I'm going to one-up your 300 something whatever Rosetta Stone JoJo adventure for $900 for a PS5.
Oh, mine for $5.
I wrote right next to the 900 because I'm rich, lol.
Even if I had all the money in the world, I would not do that because I would be giving money.
Are you triggered right now by what I decide to do with my money?
I am triggered. If you buy any scalped product, I'm disappointed in you. You're enabling them to be able to do that. If everybody stopped...
Enough with the PSA, we know.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Get back in your place.
Okay, I've cooled down.
Now shut up and talk.
My next item on my list. Are you ready for this?
I'm just dying of anticipation.
My next item is another car. This would be my daily driver. It is 57 grand for a new Tesla Model 3. But I didn't do a lot of looking around through the Teslas, but I want a Tesla. That one looks nice. And I mean, it's the third model, third time's the charm, so it's got to be perfect. I don't think they can improve it anymore.
Well, back to the topic of instruments, I would purchase 3 guitars.
Ooh, what 3?
Just any normal acoustic guitar for $4,000.
Nice. That's expensive.
A Gibson SG for $2,000 and a Gibson Les Paul for $3,000.
I'm gonna loop back to my final form. Final car. $52,000. Mm-hmm. This is one that I found randomly online. It's the right color too. It's like a baby blue, sky blue, something like that. Chevy Bel Air.
Ooh, okay.
1957. Has to be a 57.
It's a car.
It's the best car.
The next item on my list is I just never want to run out of games to play on the channel again, so $45,200 worth of games to play on the channel.
That was smart. I didn't think to be so general, you know? I was being extremely specific.
You're not thinking like a rich person though. You just grab shit and go. That's the thing. You don't think, oh, should I get this game or this game? You grab both and the one off the shelf that you didn't even read. You didn't look at it. You just
didn't even want it.
You didn't even want it. You just grabbed it and it turned out to be a CD.
My last one on this list, I made a bunch of lists. Not really, I think I made 2. But I would want to get a small 1-engine plane and the proper, certification just to be able to hop in an aircraft and just kind of go up and just look.
Crash it into the mountains.
A small village,
Jump out of it one time. I have a lot of characters I have stories and just characters that I just create for the hell of it because I like drawing them. But I also love to support independent artists. So I would buy lots of expensive art of my original characters for $10,000.
Okay.
Never have to buy art again, but I probably would because there's some really good artists out there.
Yes, I agree. I wish I had money to spend on art because I like art.
$10,000 could get you a decent amount though.
Like 4 or 5 pieces. The next thing that I would buy is specifically this one because it was the most expensive I could find. I would get a GeForce RTX 3090 from EVGA, the For the Win 3.
All right, it's got a whole flippin' 3 cooling fans
And a big old strip of RGB. I mean, it's $3,000 for a computer part.
That is expensive for a single part.
That's because it's scalped. Oopsie. It is from Amazon.
You hypocrite!
Yeah, I know.
Well, while we're getting on topic of tech, I suppose, I will talk about how I would love to get one of my dream DSLRs, the Sony a7S, for $1,600 for YouTube and film. And just personal use, like photography or whatever the fuck. That's not to, that's not specifically for films. It's just, I want that camera.
Speaking of cameras, I put on my little list a little camera of my own. I found this big old kit. It's a Canon EOS Rebel T7. It comes with, it looks like 3 lenses, some accessories, some bags, some, lens filters, all the bells and whistles, just a ton of stuff for $860.
Can I tell you something, Josh?
What?
You want to know a fun fact?
That's your camera.
Not the camera I'm filming with. This is a
No.
Logitech webcam, but somewhere in the distance, in the beyond, there is a DSLR in this house apartment. Well, since we're talking about cameras, the next thing I would do is create 10 short films for $20,000. Each of them having a budget of about $2,000.
Okay, that's okay. I didn't even think that much about like spending money on my own YouTube channel and my own stuff like that. Like I was just thinking physical things mostly. You're thinking in 5D.
I'm playing 5D chess always. I'm big brain.
Why are my eyes so rusty? I'm gonna quick fire 3 items because they're kind of all boring. They're just things that would help my my YouTube game. A Elgato Stream Deck XL, the big boy. That's $250. A pair of Neewer, is that how you say it? Lights, the good ones that you have for $176. The pair of them, and then a nice LG 4K monitor for $350 because I am in desperate need of a new one. So that's those 3, the boring YouTube stuff.
After I make my 10 short films, I would like to publish a book series, about 5 books for $10,000.
Thought you were about to say about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was gonna say, ooh. That's cringe.
No,
it's not. If you're writing a book about Five Nights at Freddy's, then good for you.
But yeah, I would want to publish a book series. I do have an actual book series in my head that I've been working on forever. And will it ever get done? Who knows? If I had $1 million, maybe.
I hope so. I don't know why you need $1 million. I don't think it takes that much to publish a book.
$10,000 for 5 books, each one being about $2,000 to publish.
Is that how much it costs to publish a book? Is $2,000?
It can be about $2,000, yeah.
Get a personal loan.
Well, see, it's not the money that's the issue. It's procrastination.
With some of the money, hire a personal motivator.
You're supposed to be my personal motivator. I motivate you. You motivate me. You fucking parasite.
Make a book. I forgot one of my items that could have been clumped together with my other YouTube items. I put down here a mahogany bookcase, 6 shelves, running at about $370. I've always wanted a setup that has a bookcase behind me to hold, my various books and knickknacks, and just to make it look nice. It's got to be mahogany because that's rich. That's a rich wood in money and in flavor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Back to the topic of films. After I do my short films and publish my book series, I will be taking $200,000 to create a low-budget feature film.
Ooh.
I think that would be a lot of fun. It is. I would love to make some feature films in the future, being totally serious. And $200,000 is low budget, but I think I could make it work.
All right, my next item. This was actually in my cart, saved for later. For about $190. It's a 26-inch road unicycle. I haven't had a unicycle since my last one got stolen, so I want a new one.
I forgot. You know how to ride a unicycle?
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
But I actually rode my unicycle and played my guitar for a little bit too. I would do it again, but I don't have a unicycle. And I wouldn't do it with my current guitar because it's too expensive.
So the last thing on my list is very, very expensive, but it's something I've always wanted. I need to have this thing in my life. It will make my life so much better. And that is a husky for $300. That's all I need. I just want a little husky. He'll be my bud. He'll be by my side. He'll be as loud and annoying as I am. And I love him anyway. $300 to have a husky because, to go with the house and the 15 acres of land, because a husky likes to run around. It all makes sense. Full circle. Give me a husky. That's my list.
My next one could have been looped with the last one, since we were talking about unicycles and guitars, because my next one is a guitar. I did $330, although this was just the one that I found on Amazon. I would want a better one than this, because I've not even heard of this brand. They might be good, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if they're good. But I put down a Jackson JSC, I don't know, a Flying V. It's a King V model. It's a Flying V body style. If you don't know what that is, it looks like a V. I've always wanted a Flying V.
Flying V.
A Flying V, yeah.
What is it? Like, huh?
Guitar. Did you not hear me say guitar?
I did not, but I sort of tuned out for a second. I was thinking about my husky and my 15 acres.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, Flying V guitar. Yeah, you've probably played Guitar Hero. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly what one you're talking about. When you said it was a Flying V, I was imagining a literal Flying V like a drone.
I mean, that'd be cool too. And then my last one, since you don't have any more, my final item for $350 on Amazon, the Blast Zone Magic Castle. Inflatable bouncy castle.
Okay, so I'm gonna be over at your place a lot.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking, like, what do rich people buy? For some reason, bouncy castle popped into my head.
Honestly, that is a really good thing to buy. That would be awesome.
It wouldn't be for my kids either. They would not be allowed in it.
Anyway, that does it for these lists. Don't you say? Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
There was some pretty interesting things. I actually thought we would be buying a lot more of, the same things, but we varied things up quite a bit.
Not even close. I mean, the house was the only thing.
House,
really.
Cameras.
I guess cameras, yeah.
Yeah, guitars, cars.
Oh wait, I gotta add one last thing. My bad. I forgot that I had another website because I didn't write it down on my other list.
All right. Bonus.
I very quickly racked up $650 on the Crunchyroll store.
Oh my god. Good job.
Subscriber die.
Oh, I'm so special. Fuck off. Anyway.
Look at my golden credit card.
Le
Le
pot.
pot.
Le pot.
Le pot.